Grew up in the home, but that's the perfect role model. So I do it in the song, cause some of these things I hold bottle. Knew I couldn't do it alone, but some of these things I won't follow. So I prove it on my own, give it my all on full throttle. There was no love for me, I was up and coming. I faced doubts and had worries, but I wasn't busted. Look, they tried to steal my glory, say it wasn't nothing. But God's the author of my story. Like the pray, one chance just to make it at the city, huh? Two hands put together, hope he hear me, 3 a.m., my soul weary, spirit fill me up. Forever grinding to the day I touch a million. One.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Who poked away. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Brunson with it. Siakam covering. Hart. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Indiana on offense. Halliburton on the attack. Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. No good with the triple. Here's Hart. He's guarded by Nembhard. And he dunks it down.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Now here's Siakam. Outside for Halliburton. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pascal Siakam, first personal foul.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Back to Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. To the inside. Back to Bridges. Left side Brunson. They set the pick. 5 to shoot.
What you know is Tyrese Halliburton is going to give you a day's work on the defensive end. This guy is so good at contesting without fouling.
Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A. What I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league. Boy, as that shot clock starts to dwindle, you cannot get rushed. Pascal Siakam so comfortable.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Pass to Turner. And the three off target. And the Knicks with possession. Trailing by 2. Outside Anunoby. And here's Brunson from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one we'd like to have back.
Now here's Turner. Covered by Towns. For 3, Bridges. The rebound by Nesmith. And the Pacers with possession here. Pass to Turner. Here's Nesmith. Here's Turner. Hart pulls it in. Outside Brunson. Now Anunoby. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Anunoby's got 5 points.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Brunson. To the paint. Stolen by Siakam. And they're pushing it up. Pushing it up now. The rebound by Bridges.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And Brunson, here we go. Towns has got room. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Is the mid-range for Mr. Towns part of the game? You bet.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle, and he said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive, but when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Indiana shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A., because whenever he's out there, there's this steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
And it's Shepherd missing.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Back to Achua. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Back to Turner. Achua with a steal. Bridges with it. Picked up by Matherin. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now McConnell. Here's Siakam. And there's the drive. Off target at the rim. Pass break, New York. Here's Bridges. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. New York out in front. They're up by
13.
some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Pass to Halliburton. There's a screen by Toppin. Halliburton with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Toppin's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And stolen by McConnell. On the wing, Matherin. And the shot no good, a bit short. Halliburton with the steal. Pass to Matherin. And here's McConnell. Outside for Halliburton. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. The Knicks with the lead. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
McConnell, good. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Matherin with a steal. Now the Pacers on the move. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Hart pulls it in. Here's New York. Brunson with it. And it's McConnell picking him up. Back to Brunson. The three. The shot by Towns, no good. Halliburton looking for an opening. Pass to Mathurin. Over to the left wing. Walker sets a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Halliburton. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass break, New York. Here's Brunson outside. Yes, sir! Brunson for 3. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. And it's the Knicks with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's McBride. And the Knicks miss again. Indiana trailing here. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Halliburton. He's got 5. Stolen by Bridges.
Nice defense, just reading the play, using some quick hands to take it away.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Got a piece of it. And Anunoby with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. Down low. To the middle. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Pass to Turner. Mathurin with the ball. Drains the triple. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Achua with the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Halliburton on the wing. Pass to Turner. Toppin with it. Out left to the wing. Now Turner. 4 on the clock. It's not going to go for him. McBride with it. Now here's Robinson. Outside Achua. Now Bridges. Achua with a screen. And Mikal Bridges gets the 3. And it's an 8-point New York lead.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Halliburton outside. Outside Mathurin. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's thrown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player.
Outside Anunoby. The 3 is up. Indiana with a rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Toppin. Outside Mathurin. 4-3. That shot missing. And here's New York now. They're on a 14-6 run. Screen by Robinson. Inside. Shoots over Turner. Robinson can't hit.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Back to Bridges. Screen by Robinson. To the middle. And Denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Halliburton. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Pacers trail by 7. Siakam outside. It's stolen by Hart. Outside Brunson. Lets a floater go. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players, to the coaches, to the front office, and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And keeping us updated from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Here's Halliburton. No stopping Halliburton. So physical.
Yeah, that's savviness by Tyrese Halliburton. Gets himself something he can work with, makes the game look easy.
Brunson on the drive. Out to Bridges. Outside Brunson. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Brunson's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, just masterful use of the pick and roll by Jalen Brunson. Shot ready as soon as he wants to let it fly.
Siakam. That shot is off. Outside Brunson. Towns up top. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Down low. Here's Turner. Pass to Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time. And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta. 10 points for him.
Don't lose track of OG Anunoby. He's put in real time to make that jumper legit.
Siakam with it. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And here's Brunson. 10 points for him. Brunson takes it himself. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
They work hard every day for this, fans. Your Pacers Breaker Dance Crew.
in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
BA, it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
Pass to Shamet. Three-pointer. The rebound by Turner. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 9-point game. Mathurin with the ball. Hounded by Wright. Halliburton outside. Outside Mathurin. Shot clock at 6. Nembhard with it. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. To the paint. Here's Turner. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Turner's got 7.
How about that? Running the pick and roll to perfection. Evident that Miles Turner loves these situations.
Screen by Robinson. McBride with it. Turner covering. Robinson can't hit. Pacers trail by 7. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
Siakam looking it over. To the inside. Stolen by Anunoby. Fast break. New York. On up the court. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, BA, how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work. You have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
Knicks leading by 7. Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. And stolen by McConnell. Now the Pacers on the move. To 3, Mathurin. And it's New York with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Hart from long range. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter with a 7-point.
42.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. New York with the ball. They lead by 7. Jacks up a 3. And Anunoby gets a 3.
What you appreciate is OG Anunoby's detailed and patient offensive approach, simply taking what the defense gives him.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Mathurin. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Toppin. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Here's Towns. Walker pulls down the board. Pacers trail by 10. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
New York making a switch here. Halliburton draws the double. Outside Mathurin. To the middle. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul. Onto the court for the Pacers.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th.
Andrew Nembhard.
Brunson taking his time here. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Towns. Out to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Now Brunson. Defended by Halliburton. Unloads. And the Knicks miss again. Here's the break. Here's Mathurin. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
You're talking about a sensational athlete. Mathurin is so tough in transition.
Yes, it's good. Towns has got 9 points here in the second half.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them. My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Halliburton outside. Inside. Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Boy, the explosiveness of Obi Toppin can really shock the defense. This guy gets excellent airspace.
Back to Brunson. Check out Brunson going to work inside.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Back to Halliburton. Here he goes. It's Walker on the wing. Pass to Halliburton. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Toppin's shot is off. Knicks leading by 8. To the wing on the left. And here's Brunson from the arc. On target from range.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Here's Halliburton. He's guarded by Bridges. Yep, that one goes. And the Knicks lead by 13. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New York.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Outside Brunson. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, the ability to stop on the dime and rise and fire Jalen Brunson, that is outstanding.
And stolen by Brunson.
2 minutes remaining.
He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Pass to Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Clock at 6. Halliburton outside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Knicks leading by 17. Outside Brunson. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Knicks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jalen Brunson.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Now here's Brunson. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Checking in for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth.
Mikal Bridges.
Pass to Harden. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Now the Pacers on the move. And Nesmith gets it to go. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Brunson with it. The layup off target. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Al.
Shit. That say 70, bitch. Hold on. You ain't never seen somebody shoot before? Because he using a little stick. I've been trying 8 jump shots today. Man. Just some... Oh, damn. Man, when I tell y'all, there's always some shit, man. I'm slick driving trucks, bro. This shit be pissing me off, man. Fuck. New career me, man. There are two. In your ass. Yo. Who's our cutest here? Tire. Like, you what? My name is Ariana. You bet you we won't speak again. Favorite player on your favorite team. Here, my dear. I'm so small and tiny. He's so big and tall. Man, let him think this pussy like he the big freak. Come and get a sneak peek. Back it up like beat. So that thing go leave. Troy told you king is cute. Don't get me wrong. I like it too, so baby, let me meet LeBron. I love Savannah, let me see what she be on. But it's plenty niggas, baby, I can keep it going. Girl, you go this jungle. I was with you through it. Jungle line, some cheetah. Big boy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, why you trying to run? In my blood. Yeah. Hey, look at him. Look, he's standing over there. Look at him. He trying to hide too. Look at him. Yeah. Yeah, why you trying to run? Yeah. Yeah, why you trying to run? In my blood. Hey, look at him. Look, he's standing over there. Look at him. He trying to hide too. Look at him. Yeah. When the album. Come on. Just imagine.